You okay over there?
I have a lot of cords that I'm working with here. I don't really care for them.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's just I don't know how to make this less
You're
obtrusive.
feeling discordant.
Yes.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to Pop-Up Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
I'm Heidi.
And we are back with another episode of Farscape.
Yay!
If you've been with us for this journey, you know that we are now, 6 episodes in?
This is going to be our 6th episode.
Kind of crazy.
Yep.
I do want to say before we jump into this, the day that we're recording this, actually, Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. So rest in peace to her, and our condolences to her family, of course, and to those that mourn. We don't want to have that distract from what we try to do here, which is fun and kind of a distraction from the craziness of the world sometimes. But certainly we want to pay our respects there. Also, I wanted to bring up that we have, since the last episode of Farscape went up, our subscribers have jumped considerably, and we want to take a minute and just thank you.
Thank you. I think we got 30 new subscribers. So I am for those big channels, that's like a drop in the bucket.
Nothing. They do that in a day,
They
and that's
do
fine.
that in a minute, honestly, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
So those people that actually go viral and such. But, that's amazing to us. It's, so crazy, and we love it, and we are so, 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 so thankful for all of you who have jumped on board. Thank you so much.
And if you're used to those big channels, that may seem a little bit sad and a little silly, but we don't think so. We're here because we enjoy doing this, and this is not a big money-making venture for us. Now, don't get me wrong. If we get to the point of monetization and all that stuff, and we can afford better equipment, we'll buy better equipment. We'd love a better camera. We'd love,
actual space to do this where we don't have to
where we're not having to undo our living room and set up a bunch of stuff to do this. That's fine though. We're content doing it the way we are, and we purposely said when we started this thing, she and I did, not to you, to each other,
but we're saying it to you now,
that we didn't care how big or how fast this channel grew. We just wanted to do what we like to do and have fun doing it. And really, it was kind of just an excuse for us to spend time together doing something we enjoy. So
we were going to watch this stuff anyway. Yeah. So we're just inviting you along.
So we appreciate every single one of you. We hit 276, I believe, last I checked. And that for us, we're super excited about that. So thank every single one of you that jumped on board. If you haven't, consider subscribing to the channel. We appreciate it. We'd love to hit 500 before the end of the year.
Oh, my gosh.
If that's even possible. But we'll take what we can get. We appreciate every single one of you.
Yes.
Also, we do more of these. Heidi has just started jumping on to Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So if you enjoy sci-fi and you're watching Farscape, you might enjoy watching her watch Deep Space Nine as well. She's doing, she's flying solo on that one.
Solo, but all by my lonesome.
Right.
Although
I will be joining you for a few episodes in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah.
So pretty darn excited about that.
Sorry for those of you that are enjoying watching her by herself. I know, I don't like me either, but I will be jumping in from time to time to join those episodes. There are a few that are favorites of mine that I want to make sure that I'm there for. Also, I may have something I'm flying solo on. I'm not going to announce that just yet. But yeah, something is in the wings, as they say. So keep, did they say that?
I don't think they say things are waiting in the wings.
I talk to way more birds than you do, though.
Maybe.
So we're going to stop wasting your time with all of that talk. We trust that you've subscribed and hit the like and done all the things that YouTubers always tell you to do. We're just going to jump into this episode of Farscape, which is called Thank God It's Friday Again. And we're going to check it out, let you know what we think about it, and then you can jump down in the comments and let us know what you thought, or if you have any particular memories of the show, if it's a favorite of yours. We love getting those kinds of comments.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we got lots and lots of comments too on our previous Farscape episodes. So loved having all these conversations with y'all out there. So thank you so much.
That's right. Okay, so we're going to jump in. Here we go.
So he's just mad because he's a boy?
You don't know about boys?
That's a trolley. It's from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Shh.
Oh, yeah,
Fine.
I think I've seen this one. Mel Gibson, Tina Turner, Cage Match.
What?
No, don't worry, nobody saw the third one anyway.
You'll be all right in this heat, my dear.
This is the end of Hyper Rage. I get hugged to death.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, he's high.
Yeah.
It's so very good to see you.
I am our leader. As much as anyone is our leader.
Oh, okay.
Your friend Dargo has been telling us about you.
She gives me a Woody. Woody. It's a human saying. I've heard you say it often. When you don't trust someone or they make you nervous, they give you
Willies. She gives you.
It's like a 1960s beach station wagon. But Volme.
I feel like if I was close to Zan, I would want to see if I could make all the marks on her head form some sort of Pangea. Like if they just were one and they had separated.
She's not a globe.
What the hell happened here?
A bomb. Mere henters from where I was. I was
Hunters.
hovering.
A bomb. No. What were you doing out here?
I was relieving myself.
Rigel, did you see anyone?
No. No one. One moment I was...
Yeah, relieving yourself. And the next?
And the next? Bomb! I've suffered many assassination attempts on Hyneria, but...
Nobody knows you here. It's only people who know you who want to kill you.
We'll be up in
Fair.
a few hours. The heat is going to get very intense.
The explosion was not ship-related. It definitely originated inside Rigel's quarters.
It's Rigel.
Yeah, he has the helium parts, so maybe he ate something weird.
Really?
Yep.
What's doing this to me?
Don't move.
I'm sure it's not any more interesting than the situation down here.
Well, remember Rigel's assassination attempt? He caused it himself. His body fluids have turned explosive.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
What am I going to do now?
Do you want to live? Then you better stop sweating, so calm down now.
Aaron, listen, you gotta run some tests. Okay, use the scanner thing in the maintenance bay.
No, I'm not the scientist.
I know that. Look, just have Pilot help you.
What am I supposed to do in the meantime?
Isolate him. No fluids, no food.
What?
Yeah, and when you get some results, call me. You seem interested in me. What do you say we talk?
All right.
Oh. Well, that's
Ivan, do it now. There's no time.
where did
Ew.
belly button?
Uh-huh.
You must tell no one of this. If they know you carry the worm, they will kill you for it.
This feels very...
Satisfying.
Yes, it does.
Are they just playing with the dirt? What are they doing? There's some lovely filth down here. Oh.
Are you sure he's still alive?
He's in cryostasis. He should be fine.
Oh.
I strongly suggest you don't touch any of his other protuberances.
Well, you can do it yourself then.
The scanner is auxiliary to Moya's systems. I'm afraid I can't access it.
Well, I'll just push the vid screen so that you can see it.
Please, Officer Sun. I will instruct you through the process.
You stuck some kind of worm thing in me.
Worm is the only thing that is protecting you. Without it, you would already be like them.
Yeah, how can a worm?
It thrives on the toxin that is within the tenant.
You telling me everybody acts like this because of the food?
You must act like one of us. Like one of them. They will expect it. If they discover you are immune, they will execute you.
Oh,
Right.
Well, that's
for being a party pooper?
yeah.
It's got the worm thing inside of you, too.
Our immunity is natural.
And the other two who were here with you last night.
They went back to the ship.
She's like a female Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
But they will come back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want
I
them
wonder what it is that. Why do they
Feel
need?
what
I mean, they work, but what are they doing?
I feel here.
About your ship. Dargo tells us it is a cargo vessel.
Yes, yes. She is. What is it?
A reaction to food.
What? Oh, right. He ate some of the tannin root. So, what? It turned his fluids?
Explosive. His Hynerian body chemistry acted like a catalyst.
Well, can you flush it out of him?
Already doing that. I've set up a leaching sieve. We're collecting all the volatile elements and we're just going to flush them straight out the airlock.
That's good, Aaron. That's good.
Listen, what's happening with Dargo? Is he coming back or not?
Right now, not.
All right, we'll leave without him. I'll just come.
No. No. Don't do that. It's gotten complicated.
Complicated? What do you mean complicated?
Look, just don't.
You were there for half a day.
Aaron doesn't understand complication.
If I haven't come up with a solution by then you and I may have to leave on our own.
The Tenet is killing my planet, destroying my people. We can't survive like this any longer.
She means Australia, right?
It's okay.
I mean, has he never watched Star Trek? Prime Directive, all that. He can't interfere.
He's ill. Come with me.
They're outlaws. They can do what they want.
This is true.
Actually, I don't want to go anywhere until you tell me what exactly is going on.
Aaron, it's complicated.
Complicated? Too complicated for a peacekeeper to understand?
You know what? I did not say that.
So tell me.
Aaron,
Just hop aboard James and get yourself a
today,
worm.
Okay?
Yeah.
I have been out in the sun all day long picking up magic turnips. I got a worm
what they are?
crawling around down in places where the sun don't shine, and I'm sick of it, okay? So for the moment, would you just shut up and help?
Help? What do you think I've been doing up there in the ship, playing games with Rigel?
Oh, look, I know it's so difficult up there in the ship.
Difficult? I had to stop him from blowing himself up to bits. I had to figure out what was causing the problem, and I had to fix it.
Is that a smile?
And we're all grateful that you did the Madame Curie thing. But for
What?
the
Who?
Madame Curie, she's a scientist.
Scientist.
Yes.
What I had to do up there was like a field strategy exercise, only the enemy wasn't trying to kill me. The enemy was a puzzle, and there were lots of different pieces.
It's a smile.
They didn't make any sense, and I had to think it through really hard, and I had to try different combinations of putting them together, and then finally I worked out what had happened, and I worked out what I had to do.
Now, Rigel! Take them!
Oh, for the love. Come on.
Well, that little demonstration, thank you very much, Rigel,
Gross.
was fueled by the Tenet route.
The peacekeepers. They are in control of me. And they are in control of you.
No, they're not. You are. You have the means. What are you going to do about it?
Ugh.
Got it.
Gross.
Hyben was right. This worm was quite easy to coax out of you.
Yeah, and that it would hurt like hell.
Like you've got anything to complain about. You weren't frozen. Twice.
Ah, silence. You're both fine.
It looks like a, what are the
pilot wants to start
parsnip?
out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, Rigel. What's up with her?
Oh, she thinks she's a scientist now. False superiority.
I am not a scientist. I am, however, what I have always been, and that is superior.
If I were warmer, I would have an appropriately venomous reply.
When I was a boy, I dreamed of two very different lives.
Only two. I wanted hundreds.
Two were enough. I would be a magnificent warrior. Merciless in battle. Fearless. The kind they write Shintok sonnets about.
That is a healthy dream.
I also wanted the simple life. Family. Children. A fresh garden that I planted with my own hands. I thought I found that.
Those kinds of dreams cannot be found, brave Luxon. You have to build them. And I promise you, your hands are still strong. And there is plenty of time.
All right, that is it for Thank God It's Friday. Again, episode 6 of Farscape, at least in the viewing order that we were watching.
Yes.
Heidi, what did you think?
I enjoyed this episode. It was kind of nice to see another planet. Try to see. I wasn't expecting the peacekeepers to have had a hand in this, but it's just silly. They're like the evil enemy, so they're going to have a hand in all sorts of nefarious things. So
Evil enemy like no, that's a mutant enemy. Never mind.
yeah. So that was a nice reveal. It wasn't like super heavy-handed. I feel like if they had been like dropping it from the beginning, it would have been really just kind of really cringeworthy. So I like that they took the time to kind of build and show us the society. So that was really nice.
And it didn't have to be
No.
them. It didn't have to be the Peacekeepers. It could have been any big bad out there that, whatever, but it's one we know so that we get a glimpse of the kind of nonsense they're up to.
Yeah, and understand.
Because we still haven't seen Crace again since the first episode. So
well, I think we saw him. Did we see him in the second episode?
No, we had Marauders.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Or the Marauder.
That's right.
And
guys, that's right. We saw them. So they were like speaking for him, and then we had the PK tech girl who spoke about him as well.
He did make a small appearance in that episode, I believe.
Yeah. Possibly a minor one. But yeah, like just blink and you miss it. So he's still there looming in the shadows, but he's not like in your face all the time. So we don't know what he's up to and what he's planning. So I like that too. Like he's there. We know he's there. They know he's there.
Sure.
But we don't have to see it.
One of the things that I forgot how much I love this show, or one of the things I've forgotten is something I very much love about the show. Can't talk, but what I'm trying to say is I love how in an episode that is, kind of plot driven around these, this new planet and what's going on there and what's going on with the people and, that sort of mystery and building all of that and using kind of Dargo to get us into it, but we don't really see a whole lot of Dargo in the episode. But they still managed to give us that nice character moment at the end between Zan and Dargo, where we build their relationship, we build our understanding of who Dargo is, so that he's not just this one-dimensional angry warrior guy.
Although he was in the beginning of the episode.
Right, but I mean, we get to see a fuller picture of him.
Yeah.
We got to hear some stuff about Zan where we get a fuller picture of her. We got to see Aaron taking steps toward being more of a character, less two-dimensional or one-dimensional, and and even Rigel gets the comic relief,
of course,
but even still, like we're getting to know him and what he's. I mean, they didn't force him to do what he did; he chose to do what he did, as gross as it was.
Yeah.
So he's a team player when it counts.
Yeah.
So just those little moments where we are in the midst of I don't want to say monster of the week because that's not what this is, but plot of the week.
It kind of is.
Kind of episode. We still get bits of
the good character building.
Right, that adds to the overall soup that we're stewing here.
Yeah.
That we're building towards something good, and this was just a little bit of seasoning, just a little bit of something to build on the overall recipe.
Yeah.
And I like that because it makes this is not an episode that stood out to me where I'm like, oh, I can't wait till we get to that one episode with the farmers and the whatever. Like it didn't. It was familiar as soon as I started watching it again. But aside from it, not being to me a standout episode, we still got good stuff in it, and I feel like that's a trick that some shows don't get.
Yeah.
That even your show that is not the one everybody writes home about or is super excited to talk about around the water cooler, every episode still needs to have something that's adding to and building the overall season. And I feel like this episode did that really well.
Absolutely.
I think PK Tech Girl did as well.
Yeah, definitely. So in the midst of the Monster of the Week episode, we got all sorts of really great character moments. Like you said, I really enjoyed the Dargo and Zan. I actually really like the Zan and John. Like I get, like, even though we didn't see it like in our faces on screen, Zan understands that as a human or as a human from the 21st century or 20th century, John would be very uncomfortable with her being nude. So
she didn't do that.
She undressed behind the thing and walked out wearing a sheet or whatever it was, and then made sure she was covered. And, whatever. But we know that she has no problem being nude. So that was, understanding that they've had at least a discussion, or she understands.
They have a cursory understanding of each other.
Yeah, so that was even if we didn't have to see that understanding happen
and some
on
mutual
screen.
respect
Yeah.
for each other. Yeah.
Right, we know that happened at some point. So I love that too. Like, it didn't have to be said, and so that's also a really, really great trick for the writers to be able to fold that in and make it subtle, but know that you understood that. So
and for as little screen time as she got, I enjoyed Lady Jeff Goldblum from the William Shatner School of Acting. I liked her. Like, she had her own cadence, her own style, her own vibe to how she did things that made her not only stand out from the rest of the people on the planet, but also made you unsure of her.
Yeah.
And you know, you can see why, even though she's not like physically intimidating, that John took her seriously as sort of the problem that needed to be solved. And so, you know, kudos to her for not a lot of screen time.
No.
But she still stood out. She still made herself stand out. So
yeah.
Overall a good episode. And again, we're building toward, you know,
cohesion.
We're building toward this show becoming what it's going to become. It's like there's a blueprint in place. We feel the parts coming together. Any minute now, the engine's really going to start humming, and we're going to be off on the road. Like, all the pieces are there, and I feel like we're getting more and more of that each episode. So I know you're enjoying it already.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I think we're going to hit a place where it's just like, we're already looking forward to the episodes, but I think we're going to get to the point where every time we're done with an episode, we just want to watch another one.
I'm kind of there right now. I really do want to watch more. So there's that.
Well, good. I'm glad you're enjoying the ride. I certainly am enjoying watching these episodes again. We hope you're enjoying watching it with us. If you want to see the full version of this, you'll just have to sync up your own copy. Check that out on Patreon. The link will be down in the description. We'll be back with the next episode. We love watching this, and we're glad that you're on board. Anything else?
No, I'm just super excited about this. So one thing I have been doing is just making sure that we are aware of, you know, what's coming, but not spoiler wise. So I actually looked at episode lists and that sort of thing. So like, I know that there's some really great 2 and 3 parters that are going to be part of the series, and it takes a special show to be able to pull that off. So I'm really excited to see those whenever they come up.
Yeah, and we're on this ride for the long haul,
We
we appreciate you being on here with us. Be sure and let your other Farscape loving friends know. And if you want to check out some of our other shows, we'd love to have you do that. Until next time, folks.
Bye.
Bye.